Rocker JCC here. Happy New Year. And I know it looks stupid to have this microphone in my hand, but hey, it sounds good. I'm just here chilling with Hove, and we're going to review one of my most anticipated albums of 2013, A$AP Rocky's Long.LIVE.A AP, which isn't to be confused with Love.Love.A AP, which was his last mixtape. And speaking of that previous tape, if I was to compare it to this release, Love.Love.A AP is like getting high on the way to the party, and Long.LIVE.A AP is the actual party. It's a celebration. The whole record is Rocky saying, "I've made it, mofos." And that mentality just shows through on this whole LP, whether it's Rocky's rhymes or just the overall sound of this. On his previous effort, he was more sunk down and overshadowed by the production, but now he's right at its level. And it's the perfect formula for Rocky, being as his best trait as an MC is his ability to ride a beat. He's not a lyrical rapper, everybody knows that, but he has a really great ear for beats and complements them perfectly, and that shows through on just about every track on here. I mean, on every track pretty much, Rocky's flow is on point. Goldie, Fashion Killer, Wild for the Night, the title track on here. He just hops on there, gets comfortable right away, and it works extremely well. Only spot where the flow would be off on here would be the first half of the closer, suddenly, but I'll get to that later. But really, 95% of the time, Rocky rides the beat way better than your mom rides your own pool boy. Anyway, speaking of the beats themselves, there's a lot more variety on here than what Rocky usually does. There's still a cloud rap influence on here with the two Clams Casino produced tracks, Level and Hell, as well as the tracks Pain and Fashion Killer. But what I like most about this LP are the beats that are more cleaner, less atmospheric. Fucking Problems, Goldie, One Train, Wild for the Night, PMW all follow this formula. They're different than A$AP's usual, but they work really well. Whether it's the dubstep on Wild for the Night, the strings on One Train, which is a really awesome beat, shout out to Hit Boy on that one, as well as this next track. Goldie has this awesome little synth whistle thing, which really reminds me of Paula Abdul's Straight Up. As for features on here, 2 Chainz and Drake do their things on Effin' Problems. To use Hip Hop Culture TV's description, he said it quite well, it's just some great sophisticated ignorance. Also on that track's Kendrick, which, can I just say that he is the greatest ignorant rapper out there when he wants to be. I mean, just listen to Backseat Freestyle, come on. But yeah, he does great. Schoolboy Q does another great collaboration with A$AP on PMW. All the people on One Train pull through, even Yellow Wolf, which I'm really not that big on. Skrillex is credited as a feature on his production, and it's deserved because it drives that track. Other features are Santa Gold and Overdose. And that kind of brings me to the negatives I have for this LP. The Santa Gold track, hell, it's just a mess. A$AP doesn't do enough to justify that terrible hook. She fits in as good as she fit in at the Red Hot Chili Peppers concert that I saw her. She opened for them, and she did not fit in at all there either. The Overdose track, Pain, as well as the track Phoenix, don't do much at all for me either. The later is really disappointing, considering that Danger Mouse produced it, and I usually love his production. But the track as a whole just wasn't anything special. And lastly, the closer, it's just, I don't really like it. I really dig the beat on it, the nice vocal sample, but on the first half of it, I hate Rocky's flow on it. It's just, I think he was trying to change it up or something, but it's just awful. He picks it, things pick up, and he like does the right thing like halfway through, but then he just kind of stops and lets the album and the track itself just kind of end, so you aren't really fulfilled. And as always, gotta at least mention the bonus tracks, because everyone cares about those for some reason. They're okay, I guess. The track Ghetto Symphony is really awesome. If you're gonna pick up any of those, pick up that one. It really should have been on the regular version of the album. And I also just want to add, how did he get Florence Welch on here? That's just weird. And also, I don't care if it leaked. That Lana Del Rey track should have been on here. That thing was so awesome. It's a lot better than some of these tracks that made the cut, especially that Santa Gold one. Ugh. Overall, Long Live ASAP is a good listen. It lacks in a few spots every now and then. It's not perfect, I will admit that. But it's really enjoyable and has some great replay value in the great moments on here. It's a solid debut for ASAP, and it's going to be on repeat for me for a while. I don't know about all you guys, but the good tracks, Goldie, Wild for the Night, Effin' Problems, they're going to be on repeat for a while for me. Yeah, and I am going to pick this up, the physical copy up, even though I have the leak. Support the music you like, everybody, even if you can get it for free. Come on. But yeah, that's about it. Peace out, y'all.